There we go, man. That's from a dig. Woo! The downshifts are just intense. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're finally doing an exhaust review. And that is, of course, the Corsa 1/7/8 catless header into the AA pipe paired with the OEM active exhaust. I'm one of the few that's actually running this combination right now without the full system. Soon to come. Stay tuned, definitely. But it's amazing and I absolutely love it. So if you guys are new to the channel, if you don't know anything about this car, it makes 496 horsepower. That's due to the exhaust combined with the JLT intake and the 85 tuning from Palm Beach Dyno. 496, this car is an absolute riot. Power modifications I have to this car make it an absolute dream to drive, and I want to share all of that, my personal opinions, thoughts, and everything with you guys in this video. So Corsa's been in the game for a long time. They don't just make Mustang exhaust, they make them for pretty much every car out there. Sports cars, muscle cars, everything. But Corsa is one of the most turned to companies when Mustang owners such as myself want to upgrade their exhaust. And there's good reason for it. Most of which is due to the fact that Corsa is known for fit, finish, and quality. It's a company that, you know, can be trusted. It's American made. I've had 4 different header companies installed on S550 Mustangs, and Corsa for me had the best fitment and quality finish all around. It's all built with that awesome technology that eliminates drone. Now in the future, we're definitely going to put the Corsa active exhaust on this car just so we can get a little bit more sound. I honestly really don't think I have anything negative to say about it. You know, headers are expensive, but in my opinion, if you're going to spend some money, especially a large amount of money, you want to go with the best that you can buy. Now again, when it comes to headers, there's a lot of different choices you can go with. There's different sizes. The most common is a 1/7/8, and most people go catless. What a lot of people are afraid of is that double X pipe, right? Or an X pipe in general. A lot of people want that H pipe sound, and I'm gonna tell you, with this system, it is a little bit more high pitched than it would be with an H pipe, but it's really not that bad. Plus note, let's go. Here we go. Yes. Oh, it's pulling like crazy. Oh, let's slow down. Oh man. But going back over some of the other builds that I've had throughout my lifetime, other companies I've dealt with, you know, all the fit and finish on those guys were fine. But when I got the Corsa in the mail and opened it up, I mean, I almost did not want to put it on the car. The coating that they had over the header was just beautiful. I mean, I really just wanted to take it inside, put it on my mantle, and just look at it. I mean, the craftsmanship that they put into their products is great. Now, I'm not getting paid to say any of this, just so you guys know that. I know that I'm really hyping up this company, but it's honestly my personal opinion. You know, if you guys are spending a lot of money on parts, you want to do it right. And I think that Corsa is the way to go, especially with their headers. You know, there's a lot of R&D that goes involved. They have that sound canceling technology that's built in, so you don't have the drone, you don't have to deal with it when you don't want to. And one of the cool things is with the active exhaust is I can turn it off when I want to. I have the quiet mode in the car and I can completely shut it up and you can barely hear it. You know, it's going to have a loud cold start, and that's pretty much apparent with anybody that you choose to go with. Of course, cold starts are loud, right? But again, you also have that quiet setting. You can set it to whatever hour you want to. Thanks to Ford for doing that. And I think that that's one of the best things about active exhaust when you put headers on your car, no matter what company you choose to go with. You can set it for, let's say, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. and it will default to that quiet setting when you start the car. It's really cool. Now, headers these days arguably may not be worth it because the Gen 3 Coyote engine already produces so much power, right? But if you're after that little bit, that just extra little bit, I mean, you can't beat it. 496 wheel horsepower in an NA car is just phenomenal. So right now I'm driving in normal mode. We're able to have a normal conversation. I can have a normal conversation with anybody in the car. It's not annoying, it's not deafening. I can enjoy the vehicle. I can put it into quiet mode. We'll just skip the sports setting and inside of the cluster here. But you know, if I put it into track mode, let's do that, and just drive around, it gets a little louder, right? But you can hear there's no drone. It's all tone. There's a big difference. All right, but make no mistake, this is a very loud system. If you want to wake the dead with an exhaust, this is your combination. We'll come back and do this again once I have the rest of the system, the axle back. But of course, you know, we always need just that little bit more. So I'm anxiously waiting on Corsa to hopefully send me that system, so that way we can do an in-depth review of it compared to what we have right now. And I just know it's gonna blow my mind. So true story, I had a 2016 Mustang GT and I went through 6 different exhaust systems on that car. I just was not able to find the tone that I enjoyed the most. But guess which one I settled on? Yep, you got it. So let's talk money again really fast, because this is important. Headers these days are enormously priced. They're very expensive, especially on these newer Mustangs or newer Challengers, Chargers, Camaros, all of that, right? So is the extra 20 to 25 horsepower that you're going to be worth it for the price? Well, a lot of it comes down to installation cost. The header itself, I think, is absolutely worth the price. But one of the things I like to do on this channel is show people how to install things throughout the different videos that I have. And this header, I was able to put on my car in about 6 to 7 hours, something like that, on jack stand. So it's very possible. You don't have to have crazy mechanical skills to put headers on a car. You really just need some time. So if you miss those installation videos, I definitely encourage you to go check them out. If you like what you see, you can subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of content here, make a lot of videos, and a lot of stuff kind of like this. So on the Gen 3 Coyote, or really any Coyote engine, I definitely think that headers is where it's at. You know, I don't want to have to mess around with anything. I don't want to have to bang anything up. I don't want to have to bend anything. I just want to unbolt my OEM stuff, put the aftermarket stuff in there, and it fits with no issues. I have no AC line clearance issues with this system, nothing. There's tons of room. It's honestly one of the best fitting headers I've actually put in an S550. And I've done a header install in an S550 about 5 or 6 times. I'm absolutely one of those guys that turns his own wrenches. It's one of the things that I like to highlight on this channel. And when it comes to stuff that fits perfectly their first time go around, you know, that's really what I like to see, because if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I don't BS you guys. I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm going to tell you all the pros, cons, everything. So to wrap up this short video, I think that Corsa is where it's at when you're shopping for exhaust. Their catback is awesome too. I don't have it yet. I just have the double X pipe and the header. But soon to come, hopefully, we will have the rest of it, so we have that complete full system. But I have heard their catback in person, and it's great. It's absolutely magical sounding. Another great thing is their tip design. Corsa has been known over years and years and years to produce the most awesome looking stuff. Their welds are just like, they're just perfect. I mean, it's almost like artwork. So yeah, everybody has their own flavor when it comes to exhaust. You know, there's tons of different combinations you could choose from. Everybody likes to, you know, pair up this with that, whatever, and that's completely fine. You know, one person's ears is not the same as another. We all like different things, and that's completely cool. But I will tell you that don't be afraid of the X-Pipe. Honestly, wouldn't change it. In the beginning, I kind of thought that maybe I would like it a little bit deeper, but after about 2 days, I was completely sold on the product. You know, once I had it on the car, I found myself just smiling, and I could not stop, like a kid in a candy store. I mean, the whole thing just sounds so damn good. So yeah, I really don't have anything negative to say about it. I think it's a solid product. I think that everybody should choose it. The other real hiccup that some people might have is if you run E85 a lot. You know, you do want to re-angle the sensors. Now, I have talked to Corsa about doing that because that's kind of like the trend these days, is more companies are starting to jump on board because the new Gen 3 Coyotes have direct injection, and to run E85, all you really have to do is tune the car. It's really simple. And then you can pump ethanol and experience that great horsepower, right? Because my 93 tune in E85, I had a difference of 40 horsepower. Just changing fuel. It was pretty significant. So E85 is where it's at, especially on these newer 18 and up Mustangs. Definitely encourage everybody to go do it. But you will have to re-angle your O2 sensors down kind of like this if you do it a lot. Now, like I said, I've had other headers in the past, and one of the big things is the metal that they use. Corsa, I think, uses a little bit thicker. And when you put headers on the car, a lot of times you can hear that kind of tingy sounding coming through the pipe. You can really hear it. And if you have like a tick issue or anything like that, you're really going to hear it with headers. But on my car, there's none of that. I don't hear anything. And it's due to the fact that they run a little bit thicker of a metal on the primaries.